How would countries act if they were students? Well, in today's video, we're going to find out. Who would be the popular kids? Who would be the unpopular kids? Who would be the smart kids? Who would be the class pet? Let's find out. Starting things off with North Korea, and apparently nobody's going to like North Korea, which I don't think is entirely true, because I think China might like North Korea, but that's about it, because obviously China considers North Korea as like a buffer state between them and South Korea, and pretty much the United States of America, because the USA is very heavily involved with South Korea. So realistically saying nobody's going to like North Korea is a bit of a lie. However, the majority of the class probably won't like North Korea. Then South Korea is North Korea's younger sister, which doesn't make any sense to me, because North and South Korea obviously do not like each other. They're definitely not related, and South Korea is the big brother of North Korea, if anything. Like, if they went to war, I think South Korea would win. England, so we would be the sophisticated gentleman, which is a complete lie. You've never stepped foot in England, whoever made this video, because there is no way you think we are sophisticated gentlemen. We would just simply be the roadman, like the absolute twat in the back corner. Like, that is who we would be. We'd be so annoying. We'd just annoy the teacher 24/7. And we're not even that smart as a country. Like, you should hear some of the stuff that comes out of some Englishmen's faces. Oh my god, it makes me want to throw up. Germany would be a hard-working student, which I probably agree with. They're probably hard at work building some sort of like supercar. Loads of engineering degrees or something like that. Then France would be the stylish, intelligent, and creative girl. Okay, France, I see you're looking kind of bad. Look at the Babylons. 2 glasses of water. That's all I'll need. I don't know if I see France as a girl though. I thought France would be like a man. I don't know, like a long-haired man with a big beard, and he surrenders every time there's a war. Then Switzerland would be the rich one of the class, which I could definitely get behind, and they'd be the peaceful one of the class as well. They'd have no problems with anyone. Like, they're a neutral country, so I think they'll be quite neutral in the classroom as well. And then Sweden would be an introvert. I don't think I see Sweden as being an introverted country at all. I think Sweden would be like the fit girl. I think that'd be the absolute 10 out of 10 beanie. That's what I think Sweden would be. That's just me though. Now we have the Czech Republic, and in the Czech Republic they're apparently very easy and tolerant. Yeah, that's fine. I think he'd be drunk. I think they'd walk into class absolutely hammered, because if you didn't know, the Czech Republic consumes the most amount of beer out of any country in the world on average. Like, it's absolutely insane how much beer they consume. So I think they'll come to class wonky, just absolutely smashed in the corner, getting drunk with a bottle of vodka pretending it's water. Then Slovakia is a woman, and she is very romantic. So Slovakia is just apparently a massive flirt with all the other countries and pretty much wants to kiss them all. Poland's next up, and apparently Poland is going to be very brave in the class, so he's going to be asked to lift up all the chairs and look very strong. But whatever you do, don't sit Poland next to Germany. If you sit Poland next to Germany, something bad's going to happen. Suddenly Poland is now Germany. So let's not do that. Whatever you do, teacher, don't put them together. And then Austria is a twin of Germany. So we put Poland and Austria together, which is, again, probably not the best of ideas. Hungary is a very unique guy. He comes into school with spiky up hair and sunglasses and his hands in his pockets. Very unique, very cool. They could have made like a joke with the name here. They could have just like said he's fat and ate loads of food. They missed something here. And then Russia is the guy with big muscles. Yeah, I don't agree. I really don't agree. If anything, I'm not trying to glaze here, but that would be America. Like, they're the biggest muscles in the world. Like, if you mess with America, you just die. Russia, on the other hand, not so much. I think Russia would, again, probably be with the Czech Republic, bottle of vodka in the back, getting leathered, like absolutely smashed. That's what I think they'd be if they were a student. And then Ukraine is an older sister of Russia. Yeah, that's not happening. That's just not happening right now. Let's be honest, that is not how it's gonna work. Ukraine could not be the older sister of Russia, because Russia, with the big muscles, wants to take over Ukraine. So whatever you do, don't sit Russia next to Ukraine. Ukraine to me would be like the boisterous man. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, he's just like, yeah, I don't know. Then the country of Greece, if they were a student, they'd be considered a gifted philosopher. Brilliant. Then India, he's not really thought of anything apart from that he comes from a very religious family, so he's got nothing other than that. But most people in India are quite smart. They should have said that. They're just like clever, very clever. If Japan was in a class, there'd be the crazy guy. I've seen loads of people in Japan, like, and they just don't look crazy. I think they'd be very, very smart and very, very organised with everything they do. Like, they'd have a timetable for everything. Everything will be in perfect order. I don't think they'd be crazy at all. I think they'd be like neat. I think they'd be smart. I think they'd be clever. I think they'd be all of that stuff. Australia would be an easygoing girl. And then apparently Mexico would just be a good fella. Alright. And then Bolivia drug dealer. What's going on? All of these other countries have had lovely things said about them. Like, the majority of them have very nice things said about their country and the students and how they would act. Bolivia, you're a drug dealer, mate. Your whole country, as a whole, you're represented by this one student and he's a drug dealer. Yeah, enjoy it, mate. Well done. Have a great student life. Yeah, you're a drug dealer. What? Somalia is just broke, apparently. Somalia is the poorest of them all, so they're going to have to ask Switzerland for a loan of money or something. And then the Vatican City is the smallest of them all. So we have the smallest person in the class, the little mini man. I actually saw a map of the Vatican City recently, and there was a whale, a blue whale, like plonked in the middle of it. And you could see like the size of the blue whale compared to the country of the Vatican City. And it's like, whoa. Like, that is insane. Like, it's so big in such a small area. I don't know, it's really weird. The UAE is apparently very religious, like India. And then South Africa has been discriminated and segregated against in the classroom. Well, that's just not going to happen. Like, that wouldn't happen, but fair. Fair enough. No, it's not fair that they've been segregated. Let me make that very clear. But no, I don't agree with that, to be honest. I think South Africa would be one of the boys. New Zealand is Australia's younger brother. I think South Africa, New Zealand, Australia and England would just carry the class. Like, them four countries, if they were in the same classroom together, them four people, South Africa, New Zealand, Australia and England, would carry the class to absolute jokes. It would just be hilarious. Then Denmark is the hot girl who everyone knows about. One glass of water. A shot of water. A breath of air. That's all I'd need. Nah, disagree though. Sweden could be the fit one. That's what I think. And then Finland is the hot Nordic girl. One breath of fresh air. I'm joking. But I would agree, Denmark, Finland and Sweden would be the three fit ones, I think. But I don't know why they're all girls. Latvia is always lonely, which is quite sad, actually. And then this is now getting weird. Like, there's a bit of a laugh and a joke, but here's Brazil. She's all sexy and shit. Yeah, great, mate. Thanks for that. Great. Why is Brazil in a bikini in class? What's going on here? This is got out. Where's her neck? I just noticed all these girls have no necks. Yeah, that's weird. That's a weird one for me. I would have said Brazil would be like the footballer. Like Neymar, dropping shoulders, elasticos, flip-flaps, all that good stuff. But no, it's a lady in a bikini. Odd. A bit odd. Then Singapore, you're the smartest kid in the class because everyone in Singapore is apparently incredibly clever. And then Sri Lanka's just in debt to the school. Like, what? They're in debt to the entirety of the school because they have no money to buy things in the school canteen. What? Then we've got Jamaica. They're the best at athletics. I would back that. They're absolutely rapid. I mean, they're literally the fastest country in the world. Usain Bolt is the fastest man ever. So Jamaica can be the best at athletics. Then in Eritrea, your student, no one knows the student's name. Like, what? That is what? They do know it. They just said it. And the same goes for Guam. Okay. Sorry? In Bangladesh, loves his mother's tongue very much. What is going on here? Loves his mother's tongue very much. I didn't even want to get into that. That's making me feel sick. What the fuck? Italy is the sexy girl. Wow, I can't get over loves his mother's tongue very much. What do you even mean? And then the United States of America is the main character or the boss of the class. Fair, they probably would be. Like, they probably would. Canada is the USA side man. He just follows him around holding his pocket all the time, which is probably, like, realistic to real life. I'm joking. And then China competes with the USA for everything, but never wins because the USA is, like, the best, apparently. And Saudi Arabia is arrogant like the USA. But that's about it. How would your country act if they were a student? Let me know in the comments down below and make sure you subscribe. Oh, one more thing. Bye.